There's lots of clubs in the world. I mean, every country has its national teams, but like you said, there's good teams and there's better teams, and but when we talk about real professional, world class, what are the elements that that are needed to contribute to create the dream that the world class teams have?
Well, I think it's of course the talent. You have to have talent as a team, but for me, it's the most important thing in being successful as a team is how you cooperate with each other. Because you can 11 good players, you can put 11 of the best players in the world who don't play together. They will lose every time against a team who are maybe less talented but play more as a team. They will always lose. So if you have a team with the most talented players, and they try to, and they can work together as a unit, then you...
Like a total football.
Then you see, like Barcelona now. It's the best players in the world, but they're also one of the best teams in the world, and that will make them, so successful.
But some footballers become stars while others don't. Did you think that affects, that can affect the integrity of the team?
Well, it can, of course, because, of course there are always players who are more in the spotlights, your Messis, your Ronaldos, those are the players, people are very fond of, and they're like the face of football, really, or world football. But I think that just as important are the other players in the team, but they're not like recognized as important, but they are.
And I think football brings out all the good values, the fair play, competitiveness, achieving the victory. But at the same time, there's sort of the business side of it. You have the FIFA, the conflicts, the corruption, and all these other elements. We have that too in Indonesia. The fight of trying to basically run a football association. What do you think of those issues? Are they distracting to the
Well,
players?
I don't think not for the players. No, that's not an issue because you're focused on playing the games and that's it. But of course we hear the stories, we watch the news, so we know what's happening in world football with all the big money spending, and it's the #1 sport in the world, and that means that there's a lot of money going involved in football. But you see now, and we see it in Holland as well, and in England and in Spain, clubs having a lot of debts, and that's, I don't think that's good for the game, but it comes with the importance of the sport.
Okay, but then you've been here for a few days and you played with some of the Indonesian top players. So far, what did you think of that experience? I mean, I know they lost.
Yeah.
What can you say
the
about
experience? Was good because I could see the level, firsthand, playing against them. And
how are they?
Yeah, they're quite good. I mean, of course, the difference of being good and being at the top level. The difference is quite big because the way the top teams are playing in Europe, and it's a different level. I mean, I don't think you can compare it, but it's something I would love to see one day here in Indonesia. But
what would be your input to sort of increase that level from good to great?
I mean, my experience as a player in Holland, was perfect because Holland is known for its youth academies, and I've started playing professional football when I was 16 or 17. But my education as a football player started when I was 7, and so I think the biggest difference I think with Indonesia and Holland is that the youth system is so much better. So I think for Indonesia to develop as a football nation, they have to make sure that the youth academies are good, and I think that's where the biggest gain is.
Although the quality of the Indonesian players has improved a great deal, much still needs to be done to fix both the training of the country's professional footballers as well as the running of the Football Association itself, if Indonesia dreams of reaching a world-class level of play.
Have you reached the height or surpassed the height of Maradona, do you think?
No, not even close. I mean, Maradona is one of the best players that ever played the game, and I cannot compare myself with him. I wouldn't.
But how would you like to look back on your career? What would you like to be described as? What kind
well,
of
I think as a hard-working player who got a good mentality and always gave 100% to win games, and I think that's very important. And of course, I played with many players and played in a lot of teams, but I think for me as well is important is the way I left my clubs, because people say, I was a good player, but also as a human being, I want to be good as well, because that lasts your whole life, being a good human.
But you still play football even though you're not a professional football player anymore?
Yeah, I play once in a while. It's getting less and less, of course, because I think I played 3 or 4 games this year, like all games, and because I don't train every day, I feel after half an hour that my stamina is going down really quick, but still I love.
Really? Well, you're still quite young.
Yeah, but training six times a week when I was playing, and now maybe once,
But Joe, what do retired football stars do?
Well, I do. Of course, I'm very busy with the foundation now, and
that's taking up all your time.
Well, not all my time, but I just passed my coaching badge in Holland, so I'm a qualified assistant coach. So I'm now the next 2 years I will be assisting the head coach at the under-21 squad of Holland, and with Feyenoord also supporting the technical staff, but only it's 2 days a week, because I want to being 18 years involved in football, I want to have a couple of years to relax, and then in a couple of years then I want to get involved again full time in football.
You have 2 sons.
Yes.
Do you want them to follow your footsteps?
Well,
are they showing signs of following your footsteps?
The oldest is playing football now. It's Jake, and Joshua is 5 years old, so he's.
Is he carrying the ball?
No, he's not carrying the ball. He's not interested yet, but of course it's nice, if they can, have the same career as me. But I think it's more important to let them try to find out their own goals in life, and as a parent, you want to support them whatever they want. I think that's more important.
Okay, Joe, it's been a great pleasure talking to you. Thanks
You too.
very much, and I hope you will make Indonesia your second home, obviously.
Well, it's of course, I'm from Holland, so that's my first home. But as I said, with my background lying here as well, in the Moluccan Islands, it's also a country I feel connected with. So.
Okay, well, good luck, and good luck with the foundation.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Giovanni Van Bronckhorst Foundation Card. Mr. Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. Tepuk tangan dong. Nih, ibu anaknya kapan lagi sama nih sama Om Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. Buat dia. Oke.
Siapa yang mau jadi pemain sepak bola profesional? Semuanya aja cerita.
MU. Barcelona. MU. Barcelona. Real Madrid. Barcelona.
Nas Indonesia.
Mau Indonesia.
Jadi Indonesia oke nggak?
Oke.
It is hoped that the presence of these real world-class professional football players in the country, as well as the exposure to the international standard of the game, can help motivate Indonesian players here, as well as the Football Association, to improve their skills, as well as increase the quality of their game to the next level. And that's all for tonight's episode. Don't forget to join me next month, where we meet another figure who makes a difference to our world, here on Face to Face with Desi Anwar, bringing you the world.